What is going on, guys? It is what day is this? It's Friday. It's Rock and Roll Friday, that's what it is. So, I actually got 3 licks for you today, all about combining picking and like hammer on and pull offs. It's definitely a really great technique. If you're kind of just used to always picking everything or always, you know, hammer on and pulling off or legatoing everything, I guess is what you would call it. Let's see if I can use correct guitar terms. But now we're going to kind of combine them together, and it gives you this really effective kind of like flow to your playing, and a lot of times it almost sounds like you're still picking everything, but you're not, and it makes it a lot easier on you, trust me. So, I have 3 licks. They're going to kind of all go up in difficulty. The first one's just going to be a pentatonic lick, then we're going to start putting them into some modes and scales. We're going to go to a harmonic minor, and then we're going to do a string skipping one. And that will be it. So let's kind of go ahead and get started with the licks. Alright! Cool, so the first one is going to be a D minor pentatonic lick. And like I said, we're just starting basic and we're going to kind of work our way up into the more difficult riffs. So this one's on a D minor. If you don't know your pentatonic scale in the D minor position, which is the first position of the pentatonic, it's going to be 10-13 on the low E, then 10-12 on the A, and the D, and the G. Then on the B string you're going to play 10-13 again, and high E is 10-13. Okay, so our lick is going to be this. And it's kind of a cool sounding lick. Like I said, it's kind of basic. Maybe you can put it into some modes and stuff later and kind of space the notes out a little bit more. But what I'm doing is I'm going from 13 to 10 on the high E string. I'm doing a pull off. Then I'm picking 13 to 10 on the B. Then I'm going to go to 12 on the G. Then I'm going 10 hammer on 13 on the B. And then 10 on the high E. So real slow would be this. And what it does is it kind of like spaces out the effort that it takes for both hands. Obviously if you're doing a big long legato run with no picking, it kind of wears your left hand out. And if you're picking all the time, it'll wear your right hand out. So this is kind of like sharing the load with both your hands, and it's just kind of getting us started with combining them. Alright, so on to number 2 of these licks. Now this one's going to be a harmonic minor lick, which just sounds cool to even say. When people ask you to play something, be like, I'm getting ready to rock a harmonic minor scale on your face. Here is the lick. So here's how you play the lick. It starts off on the high E string, and what you're going to do is go from 12, hammer on to 15, and pull back off to 12. That's using your middle finger and your pinky. Okay, and then you're going to pull off from that 12 to 11. Now you're also going to pick 12 again and pull off to 11 one more time. So now on the B string you're going to pick 13, 12, 10. And I'm using these 3 fingers. It just kind of like the way my hand is positioned works better. If you want to use your pinky or something, you know, you're more than welcome to. It didn't make sense for my fingers to be doing that. So then you're gonna go 11 on the high E, 12 pull off 11, and then 13, 12 on the B. And that is your lick. Nice and slow would be this. And on to lick number 3. Awesome, so we are on to the 3rd and final lick. This one, to me, definitely feels like it's the most difficult of the 3. It's some string skipping and a pretty big stretch for your fingers. So, it kind of starts like this. Cool, so let's break this lick down. It's basically just a string skipping arpeggio, but what I'm doing is I start off on the 16th fret on the high E string, and here's where kind of this big stretch comes in. It's not huge, but it's just kind of an awkward stretch, I guess I would say. You're going to do 16, hammer on 17, pull back off to 16, pull off to 12. So now you're going to skip a string and go up to the G, and you're going to play 16, 14, 13, back to 14, back to 16. So back up to top. I guess it would kind of end on 12 on the high, would technically be it. That'd be one time through the lick. And it just kind of repeats itself. So all together, real nice and slow, would be this. Cool. Well, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed those licks. If you would, please subscribe for more lessons and licks and demos and all that random junk that I post on here. And, you know, you can always check me out on Facebook. Usually, if you have questions for me, that's the best place to get a hold of me is on Facebook. So, you can like me on there. All that stuff is down below. There's also links for Skype lessons and just anything that you guys are interested in. Basically, I have all those links in the description. And I will see you guys with the next video. Keep on rocking! And that is all.